Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we worked on the front of Con Corp down here, and yeah, we used a whole bunch of blocks to get a little bit of a pathway going to Con Corp, which you can see right down here, looking quite nice. We got the Diamond CC in the front, and I think we're going to add on some more to this front area of Con Corp today. So one of the things that many of you requested is that I actually build a rail station right here, like a rail station that we can get on and off at, and yeah, that players can ride into and then ride off on to the next station, wherever that might be, in either direction. So I think that's a pretty good idea. I think we'll go ahead and do that right here. That'll be pretty cool. And then we might add something near the front gate as well, which I've been wanting to do for quite some time. So let's go ahead and I'll try and put something together here. I'd like to make this so that, you know, like right in the center here, this is where the rail line sort of comes off at, and it just so happens that this is sort of like right in the middle of these two pillars. So I'm going to start to build an area here, and we're going to see if we can make a little rail station here, a little mini rail station at Con Corp. So the first thing we need to do is actually build the HRN station, which shouldn't be too bad. We just have to put in just a slight little bit of redstone, and this thing actually is by chance centered directly on the midpoint of the lamppost line here, so that's fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to go out 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then on this fourth block, this is where we're going to place our finisher block right here. So this is where everybody's going to end up when they come down this rail line. They're going to basically turn right here, so we're going to have to get rid of this glass pane, get rid of this glass pane, get rid of this glass pane, and basically, let's see if I have some rail line. I think I do. Let's just put this on there. Should have, yep, riding the rails box. We got a box for everything here. And so we'll have this rail line here. And this will come like this, and then we need a powered one at the end. Perfect. Okay. Let's get our redstone box out as well, because we're going to need that. Right here, we should have a button. I'm going to use a wood button, because wood buttons last a little bit longer than stone buttons when pressed. So now all we need to do is make this rail line change. Actually, I wonder, is this the right? Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, we have to test out and see which way is the default way. I'm hoping it's this way, because then we can just hook up this button directly to this block and have it switch. So you'd basically come down here, come into this spot right here. You could either stay here and get off, or you could press the button and then that would launch you, change the rail, and you'd go on your way to the next station over there. I think that would be really cool. We'll say hey to Ren, and let's go ahead and jump down here, and we'll just tower up with a few scaffolding, put this down, and we need to also put down a block here with a torch on it. And we're also going to need to pillar up as best we can, but we can't right here, so let's go out again. This is a really convoluted way of doing scaffolding, but it should work out. Okay, here's our torch, so let's test and see which configuration this is going to go into. Okay, so there's when it's powered, and there's when it's off. Okay, so let's see. That means we're going to need to basically power this on like this, and then we should be able to hit the button, turn it off, and then have people continue on their way. Fantastic. So this will work. We're almost done actually now, is what that means. So let's just put a block down here. We'll do something like that. We need to get a little bit of redstone out. So let's just toss in some stuff we don't need at the moment. So we'll have this. We'll also maybe need a repeater, which we don't have apparently, but let's just try this anyway at this point. So if we come down here, come down like this, and let's see, we're going to need this to probably come down like so. So we'll just do that type of thing, and that should basically be it, I think. So let's get up here. Do we have a minecart? That is the question. Let's see if we do. We do not. Let's make one. We need iron. There we go. 3 iron, that should work. Do I have... Yes, I do. I have a crafting bench. This is getting kind of crowded here. Minecart. What do I not need? Don't need stairs right now. Put this here. Alright, so now if I hit this, cart goes the right way. Fantastic. Let's hope we can catch this thing. There we go. Okay, so that works. So that will launch us out. And then if we just ride this in, we're going to be coming from this way. If I just step on in, we come in, stop, we can get off or not, hit the button. We go out the right way and continue on our way down this same line. Awesome. So now, all we got to do is do the exact same thing for the opposite side. So this side's going to be coming in this way, so we'll have this, probably have to turn to the right here, and just make the exact same thing on this opposite side. Fantastic. Alright guys, so second rail line has now had a station added at Con Corp Fort. So this one comes right in here, you turn down here, and you end up right here. At which point you can either get out, go to Con Corp, or hit the button and continue down the same rail line you were already on. So that works pretty well. Let's just stop that minecart. And it's a runaway minecart, apparently. There we go, we got it. We sniped it. We sniped it. Easy money. Alright, perfect. So, that is the rail line there. Just reload our convexical crossbow, and we're going to boost on down here with some more rockets. There we go. Okay, so the mechanics of the rail station have been established now. So, the only thing different with this station is we had to add an inverter here, because this rail line connects this way, or actually, sorry, it connects this way by default. So, yeah, since people are going to be coming in this way, we had to invert the signal. So, that's the only difference between this one and the other one we made over here. So, now that that is done, we're now ready to make the actual station. I think I'm going to go with some granite, some bricks, and some polished granite for like the floor. And we need to connect it up over here with this walkway, so that people can walk all the way from Con Corp out here to the station, hop in a minecart here, and then go on their way in whichever direction they choose. So, that's the next step. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Alright guys, so we got the station now started, as you can see. So we've made some pretty significant changes here. So coming up from the pathway, we have this nice little like polished andesite slab area here. And this is sort of framed in by the glass panes, although I probably want to bring these in one more here, so that it almost sort of lines up with the top glass panes, which we've also altered a little bit. We also put down the granite, the polished granite, the bricks. So this is going to be our material for the floor here of this station. And then on the outside here, we put down some cyan terracotta. And right now we just have some bricks. But I think I'm going to add some lights on the outside here. And then maybe some vertical like walls here, potentially. Like maybe some stone brick walls would be nice. So like if we had stone brick walls like this, maybe like every other block would work. So something like that, and then like this, and then just continuing on down the line like this with the stone brick walls. I think this should look pretty good. Let's just see what we got. If I make my way out here. Yeah, that looks pretty good for like a rail station. Yeah, not bad. So we can continue this down here and all the way around the side. So that's looking good. Let's see. We also, if we make our way up here, we have to worry about the lighting a little bit, I think, because I'm not sure if these lamps will actually give us enough lighting to make this area spawn-proof, which we would like to have. So let's see, we got 9, 8, 7. So right here we'll need a light source somewhere. Like maybe in this corner would be good. Same thing on this side. This is a light level 7 here. This is all good in the middle here. Let's see, 10, 9, 8, 10, 9, 8, 7. So there's a 7 light level here. So we'll need another light source on this side. So we'll have to put some lighting maybe in the corners here, or maybe we could even like make this a light, or maybe put a light here. Or another lamppost even. We'll see. But something like that. There's somebody flying. Who is that? It's either Ren or False. Looks like False from the wings. So anyways, the point is that, yeah, we just have a few more minor details to fill in, and then this whole thing should be complete. Alright guys, so we got the rail station now complete. Here's what it's looking like. So you can see we added a little bit more lighting on the sides here with this end rod and the lantern. So this is in every corner of the station, which goes with the pathway because of course we have the end rod and the lantern there. So that helps tie the rail station into the pathway over there. Same thing with the stone bricks. The chiseled stone bricks here go with this pretty well. As does the brick wall we placed here with the lantern on top. We also added some fence gates right here. And these fence gates, these are pretty cool actually. We hooked these up to the buttons so that now basically whenever you launch your minecart, let's see if I can get out of minecart here. So whenever you launch the minecart from here and hit the button, the rails close, and then once you're by it, then they open back up. So the reason I did this is for, and I'm doing air quotes here, safety. So like the idea is that, you know, if you launch your cart, you don't want somebody walking onto the track at the exact moment your cart launches. So yeah, I added that little small detail, and it happens from the other side as well. So from this other side, same thing happens. And then, yeah, they open back up once the minecart has gone by. So, I don't know. I love those little details you can put into builds like this. So that's why I decided to add that little bit to the redstone of this thing. Let's see. We also have some activator rails along here. These activator rails don't actually activate. They're just there for aesthetic purposes because it goes well with the red of the brick and the granite. So that's really cool. Let's see. What else? What else? Oh, yeah. On the bottom side here. Down here, we added more walls, and we put down some lanterns on some iron bars to add a little bit of lighting on the outside of this thing. So, yeah, looking pretty nice. And also, because some people complained in the last episode, I decided to bring this andesite wall all the way down to the ocean floor here. And the same thing on the opposite side over here, just because we don't want anything floating here. So, this now comes all the way down to the ocean floor. And same thing down here. So, yeah, that is now resolved, so hopefully those who were complaining about that last time are happy about that. And yeah, it definitely looks a lot better, I think. By the way, where did that minecart go? Did that go... How far did that thing go? I'm looking for it. Oh, there it is. It stopped at on the hill. Okay, we're fine. I was worried we'd have a rogue minecart around here anyway. So yeah. That is the entirety of the rail station now complete. So with that, I think we are now done with this rail station. So with the minecart station now complete, I want to do one other thing at the front of Con Corp today, and that is down here at the very front gate. If you make it past Wollalul, and you can dye the sheep blue. So for instance, right now, what you can do is you can come over here, you can just simply dye the sheep blue and just walk in, because he has a glass pane in his head, so he can't see the sheep. But normally when he can see the sheep, if I activate Wollalul, he turns the sheep from blue to red. And also the beacons at the gate come on, which look really nice. Man, that's really cool. So yeah, that's what happens. Now I turn this off, you see the beacons will go off. Like so, and then Wollalul is deactivated once again. But if you make it into Con Corp, I'd like there to be something that happens once you get into this area. So I'm thinking what we'll do is probably like right here in the corner, I think would be a good spot. So like right here, it'd be cool if, like if you stepped over this section and into Con Corp, because like once you get through these gates, you're basically in Con Corp. It'd be cool if like a firework shot off, or two fireworks shot off, like one over here and one over here. I think that would be nice. So I think what I'll do is I'll make a hole here, and then let's see if we can do this here real quick. We need to put away some stuff first of all. Let's just put away as much as we can in there. There we go. Let's see. So we'll need some redstone to do this, but we're gonna put basically a tripwire. Yes, we got some. Cool. Tripwire and then dispenser down. So we'll have like a dispenser here, tripwire, dispenser here, tripwire, and then we'll have a like string on the ground all the way across here, which will activate the dispensers and shoot out fireworks whenever somebody walks past this row of blocks right here, all the way across. So yeah, I need to go get some string, and we need to make some fireworks, craft some fireworks up, and make this thing happen. Alright guys, so we got everything all set now. So if we make our way over here, open up this gate, and yeah, now we should be able to place our rockets in here. Now I went with the large light blue fireworks because, yeah, those are sort of Con Corp colors. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and put some in there. Put the rest in there. And now all we got to do is connect it up with string. And we should be able to see it in action quite easily just by walking over this area. Okay, so let me jump over it real quick. So we're going in. We're coming on into Con Corp. We open this gate. Close the gate behind us, of course. Walk in, and suddenly, boom, boom. Nice. That's sweet. So, yeah, anytime anybody walks over this area, 2 fireworks get shot off and explode in dramatic fashion. Meaning that someone or something has entered Con Corp. That's awesome. Thank you to the viewers who suggested this at the front. This is a really cool addition, and I don't think these can explode too low to actually like damage the villagers, because there are villagers like right beside here at times when they're not in the apartment buildings. They're actually not quite going to work yet. They should start to go to work relatively soon, but there are villagers that work like right here, so I just want to make sure if they're standing here, they're not going to get damaged, which I don't think is the case. Because if we activate this, stand here, yeah, we're perfectly fine. That's too high up to damage them. So, perfect. I love it. Alright. Fantastic. So that is now complete. And now I think we're going to head over to the base area. You can see they're all now going to work is what's happening here. So yeah, we're going to head over to the base area and we're going to see if we can make an improvement to our storage area. Alright guys, so our storage area right in here. So I like this storage area. We got a couple of decent things. You know, we got a nice little quick drop down to some farms and to the nether portal. We got an area that comes up here. We got this little smelter thing in here, which smelts up some stuff occasionally for us. We got a nice bed, a brewing area here, crafting tables on the floor. But one thing which I find myself doing frequently is I find myself taking items here. Let's see if we have any. Yeah, like right here, for instance. This mycelium. Yeah, we have a full shulker box of mycelium. And what I usually do is I take this box, head out here, walk all the way over to the factory, hit this button, walk inside here, and then I toss this in here, like so. The system checks that it's a full box, breaks it, and then recycles it into the system, which will probably be, yeah, right there. So there's my mycelium box coming up here. And I've recently consolidated boxes here, so there's some on both sides now. But yeah, that's basically what happens. Then I have to go all the way back to the base area, the storage area, and yeah, then continue to sort or do whatever I was doing before. So basically, what I need is I need a way to, from here, just simply drop off the boxes and then have these boxes be automatically transported into the storage system, the million item storage system over there, which you just saw. So that's what we're going to try and do here. Now, I've been looking around. I was thinking maybe I could, like, you know, replace this chest, because this isn't used that much for red sand and red sandstone. But I don't know, I kind of like having all these chests in the way they are, because I've gotten used to it and it's super quick. So I thought maybe what I could do is we have this cauldron here. And a cool property of cauldrons is that if we have a hopper underneath the cauldron, like this, and then we throw an item into this cauldron, or actually make it into the cauldron like that. There we go. Yep, you saw it right there. The item is now gone because it was picked up by this hopper underneath. So basically all I would need to do is just come over here to this cauldron. I need to just toss in the box like that, and now the box is in the hopper below. So yeah, basically I want to be able to take a full shulker box, toss it into this cauldron like so, and then that will then transport it all the way to the factory and store it long term for us in the factory. So to do that, we need to basically make this into a smart dropper system here, and then we'll make a water stream which connects this hopper all the way up, or this area all the way up to the factory, and actually to the, let's see if we can find this here. We need to hook up to the bubble column that our farms use, because yeah, our farms also output shulker boxes into these chests, so that's why we have so much stuff here. So we need to connect up, I think it's to this point here. Yeah, this point here. So this is the water stream where all of our shulker boxes come up. So this is where the shulker boxes are going to have to attach to, basically. We'll probably have to do it so that it's lower down. So we'll have to go into the factory itself, actually. So probably like in here somewhere. because this is actually the bubble column inside here. So somewhere in here, we'll have to hook up a water stream to this bubble column and then have it be transported up into the factory. Alright, so we got our cauldron, our hopper, and now our dropper facing downward, as you can see here. And it has to be a dropper because dispensers will actually just place the shulker box. So make sure it's a dropper if you're building a system like this yourself. But what we're going to do now is make a smart dropper. So anything inside of this dropper is going to be spit out. That's what that means to be a smart dropper. So to build this, we're going to place a block here. Place a block here. We're going to have a comparator here. This comparator will pick up a signal anytime an item is in the dropper, as you can see right there. Then this is going to go into a block here with some dust on it. Like that. That block's going to power this block. And then we'll have 3 blocks on this side right here. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to break this temporarily so I can get back here. Now we're going to take a repeater out here. 2 dust like that, and then place this block back, and we are now done. So anytime there are items in here, you'll see it'll just dispense and dispense and dispense until this whole thing is empty. Fantastic. Okay, so we're now about halfway done. So now we just, fill in all the extra space back here that we're not going to be using. Like this, and now we're going to dig a 1x1 hole down to where we're going to make our water stream. And we need to start to make that. So our dropper is directly above us, and we got a tunnel dug out now with blue ice on the bottom all the way down here. And this goes all the way from this section here at our base, clear down here, around the corner to the factory here. And this is the bubble column, which houses all of our shulker boxes that we send up to the storage system. So all we need to do now is just make some water streams that transport the item from the dropper to that bubble column. So should be pretty straightforward. All we got to do is, if we make our way down here, let's just eat something real quick. There we go. So we just got to place down some ice like that. There we go. And so now we'll come to the end of this water stream, and what we'll do is we'll just place a half slab here, block of ice, break it, another water stream is formed. And then just repeat this process until we get to the bubble column at the end of this thing. So, yeah, once this is done, we should be able to test the system and see if it works. Alright guys, so the moment of truth has arrived. So what we should be able to do is toss this into this cauldron. It should be picked up, dispensed, or actually not dispensed, dropped rather by the dropper, put into the water stream, and then it should go all the way over and be stored in the factory over here. Now, I actually made a mistake earlier. I said it was actually going to be tested, but it's actually not going to be tested. It's actually going to be just put directly into the system. So it should just appear right here automatically. But we should get a notification via firework from the top of the factory that the box has been received. So let's make our way in here, and we'll test this thing out and see if we get that firework. Because basically this thinks that the box is from the farms, and every time we get a box from the farm, we have a firework that's shot off here at Con Corp. So let's just test this. So we'll jump up, toss it in, heard it be dropped right there. We'll come out here. Let's see if we get a firework here that shows up, indicating that the shulker box has been received. Shouldn't take too terribly long. Just a few more seconds. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, we saw the fireworks shoot off, and that means that the shulker box was received. And just to double check, it is now inside of the system. There it is right there. Fantastic. Fantastic. So now we have a system where we can just simply toss in an item, and yeah, that will store it in the factory. It'll store the shulker box in the factory. Fantastic. Okay, so with that, guys, yeah, I think we pretty much have done everything I wanted to do in this episode. We might put like a little shulker box. You know what? That might be a good idea. Put a little shulker box thing here. See if we have an item frame. Right here. We'll just name this shulker box. Let's say we got the anvil out. Put this beside our bed. We'll just call this to factory. Shulker box to factory. There we go. That should work. So let's put this down right there. and right there. There we go. Shulker box to factory. Just toss it right in there. And I wonder, maybe it's kind of difficult to toss items. Let's just practice here real quick. Let's see. I need iron. I wonder if it would make sense to put like a trapdoor here, potentially. And maybe we could put that on the side. Because I think, let me see. If I get this out and put it against a wall somewhere. We'll try it out here. If I do this, I just toss this in. Yeah, it can be kind of tough to get the item in, but if there's a trap door like this, this could potentially help to funnel items in. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's Kobe right there. Yep. Okay, we're doing that. We are doing that. So, yeah, the trapdoor basically helps to align the items so that they go in every single time. Whereas if you don't have that, it can sometimes go in, but sometimes get caught on the lip of the cauldron, which you don't want. Okay, so we'll need to put this button back. We'll get rid of this and this, and we'll put these here and here. And then we'll need a trapdoor. We'll make it... Do we have any other trapdoors in here? No, we don't. We'll make it probably a spruce trapdoor. Yeah, spruce trapdoor. That'll work. Bada boom. There we go. So now we should be able to just toss things right in there against the trapdoor, and it'll go all the way to the factory. Fantastic. So anyways, guys, with that, I think I'm going to have to call that an episode for today. We got a lot done. We got the minecart station done at the start of Con Corp. We got the fireworks hooked up, and we got the storage solution, which ships off shulker boxes to the factory as well in our little storage locker type thing in here. So that is fantastic. Glad to see that. Anyways, for now, that's going to be it for me today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And as always, thanks once again for watching, guys. This has been Cub. Goodbye.